Hey, this is Soundist. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill was Lauryn's debut solo album and her only studio album. The album was released in 1998, and it was written during a time of transition. Her group, the Fugees, was dissolving, and the three members were deciding to go solo, and she was also pregnant with their first child, with Rohan Marley. This album was recorded in New York and New Jersey, and then they recorded in Tough Gong Studios in Kingston, Jamaica. Sonically, it's infused with reggae, hip-hop, and soul. The intro to the album starts with a skit where kids are in a classroom and the teacher is doing roll call. When Lauryn's name is called, she's absent, and so the teacher keeps calling her over and over. The rest of this album is infused with these little skits of kids in the classroom, and they're talking about broader themes about love. Lauryn's absence from the classroom points to the idea that instead of talking about it, certain lessons can only be understood through lived experience. The album moves on to the song Lost Ones, which is understood to be a breakup song with her Fugees bandmate Wyclef Jean. In this song, she also talks about universal laws and karma. The song X Factor has a clever title, which is a play on words, with X meaning former, as in like a former lover, and also X Factor with the letter X, meaning a special kind of quality. It was the second single on the album, and it's understood to be about Wyclef Jean, who was married but was also having an affair with Lauryn. In the song, she sings with a lot of trills where her voice is kind of shaking, which lends a kind of tension and emotion to the song. Her song To Zion features guitar from Carlos Santana. It's a song about her first child, Zion David, who she had with Rohan Marley, who is Bob Marley's son. The song is about the anticipation of having her baby, while also reflecting on other people's concerns for her career as she's choosing to become a mother at a young age. The next song, Doo Wop That Thing, was #1 on Billboard charts. She received 2 Grammys for Best R&B Song and Best Female R&B Vocal Performance. The beat samples the Fifth Dimension Together Let's Find Love. In the song, she warns about both men and women who are only focused on that thing. Her song Superstar talks about how pursuing music solely in pursuit of fame and acclaim is tired. Final Hour is a rap song. The chorus is about how you can get the money and the power, but keep your eyes on the final hour. It's a more spiritual song where she talks about coming to the end of your life and shifting your focus from the material to the immaterial. When It Hurts So Bad has broader themes like taking opportunities when they're presented to you, how things might show up in different packaging than you might expect, and what you think you might want might not be right for you. I Used to Love Him is a song featuring Mary J. Blige. It's about the convoluted feelings that come with relationships, about reaching clarity coming out of a misaligned connection with someone, coming back to yourself after giving up your power and dimming your light for someone else. Forgive Them Father features Jamaican dancehall artist Shelly Thunder, and it reinterprets Bob Marley's Concrete Jungle. It's about people who are out for themselves and will hurt others to get where they want to be in life. On Every Ghetto, Every City, she's reminiscing on growing up in South Orange, New Jersey, and she's recounting a lot of her memories from her time there, which a lot of people can relate to because it's every city. Nothing Even Matters is a duet with D'Angelo. It's about Rohan Marley, and it's kind of a classic love song about nothing but you. Everything is Everything is a song that talks about the cyclical nature of life and basically what is meant to be will be. The song The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is about finding out about your own dreams and aspirations. The song is about movement, growth, and inspiration, and choosing your own destiny. Can't Take My Eyes Off of You is a bonus track. It was originally recorded for the soundtrack of Conspiracy Theory, but she was behind on recording the song. And when she finally did record it, she was about 8 months pregnant, and she was lying on her back in the studio and was able to complete it in practically one take. Tell Him was also not on the original LP, but it's a song more broadly about faith. This album is honest and reflective. It focuses on personal and universal themes, and it tracks a young woman's relationships in a romantic sense, as well as her relationship with herself and a higher power, which ultimately connects her to everything. I think because these themes are so broad but also so specific and relatable, it kind of acts as an autobiography that has persisted throughout Lauryn's career, and regardless of what she experiences personally or creatively throughout her life, it's that foundation that sets the tone for all of her work and all the understanding of her work and who she is as a person. And perhaps that's why it's been the sole studio album that she's released. It's like an unintentional manifesto. Why do you think this album has persisted for so long?